Shannon Martin is taking a closer look at that for us tonight. Shannon.
Yeah, Dwight, we know Martin Wood is far from alone. His own wife is a former paramedic who had to leave her job because of PTSD. And advocates who work closely with families of first responders say the stresses of the job are taking a huge toll. A veteran paramedic who loved his job, helping people when they needed it most. Martin Wood died Sunday. His wife Wanda told a local paper he saw no other way to end his pain. His family gathered in Midland to say goodbye.
This was very sudden, and she's also suffering from PTSD from her previous work life as a paramedic as well.
Wood is far from alone in his suffering. According to a Canadian advocacy group that helps first responders with PTSD, the number of suicides is alarming. So far this year, 9 across the country, 7 in Ontario alone.
The PTSD kind of quantum locks me in the past. So when I'm sleeping, I'm a police officer again, involved or immersed in all this violence and all the things I had to do to keep society safe. I'm now paying the price.
Retired police officer Ralph Thistle fights the battle every day. His rock bottom came 5 years ago. Homeless, divorced, alienated from his kids, and alcoholic. He believed his only way out was suicide by cop, creating a situation where another officer would be forced to shoot him.
If I look deep down inside, it was fear.
Part of his recovery now is sharing his story with other officers, many who suffer in silence. Thistle says one of the biggest hurdles is access to PTSD treatment.
The member has to fight workers' compensation to prove that they are, in fact, suffering from PTSD addiction and mental health issues. And because workers' compensation just throws up the wall and they grind you until either you commit suicide.
We need to protect those who protect us.
MPP Sherry DeNova has been fighting for change for 8 years.
Will more have to die?
Her private members' bill tabled 5 times at Queen's Park.
If this was declared a workplace injury for first responders, they wouldn't have to prove it. It would be assumed, as it is in Alberta, as it is in Manitoba.
Earlier this week, the provincial government announced what they say are new initiatives intended to help first responders with PTSD, including a radio and online campaign to raise awareness. But despite this week's announcement, a strategy has been promised for years. Advocates say other provinces like Manitoba and Alberta are way ahead of Ontario on dealing with this issue, where they've classified PTSD, Dwight, as a work-related illness.
Yeah, we need to catch up. Thank you, Shannon.
You're welcome.